Whether you love it or hate it, we live in a technology-based society, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Those little gadgets and gizmos cost a ton of power. We've all seen me talk about these batteries. These things are great. They can power devices for days. All you need is an inverter. But that's not what we're here to talk about today, because just for a little bit over 2 of these, I can get you something immensely better. Something that can power all your devices for not only days, but for possibly weeks on end. So welcome back to Beast Mode Camping. Gather around, pop open that brew or grab you a cup of coffee, because I got something special in store for you today. Something that'll power all your devices for a long time. This is the 140 amp hour smart battery by LiTime. And I say smart because this thing comes with Bluetooth. What do you need Bluetooth for, Tony? Well, I'll tell you, on these, generally I hook them up, hook up the inverter, I power stuff overnight, and a lot of times by the time I wake up, the things are dead. I probably shouldn't be trying to run iPads through the entire night though. Now let's look at the size difference here. It's a little bit taller than one, not quite as long as 2, but about as deep as 2 of these batteries. But this can hold almost 10 times the amount of charge as both those combined. Now I've been using it for 3 days already, and I'm only down to like 95%. I've also got some video games in store because I had a big tournament going on in League of Legends this week, but I still wanted to come and enjoy the great outdoors. So why would you get one of these? These are great for RVs and trolling motors. You don't want to start engines or even golf carts with these because that's not what they're made for. But these are deep cycle batteries that can not only take a charge, it can do a charge about 6,000 times before it starts degrading. And if you're like me, you go camping for 2 to 3 days in a row, sometimes weeks on end. And unfortunately, you've got to have power to get to your devices. I mean, even though I love the outdoors, everyone still has a cell phone on them and maybe laptops and things like that. So with these, I never know exactly how much power's in them. However, with this one, I've got an app right on my phone that connects to this via Bluetooth and tells me exactly how much power's left. I've been using it for a couple days now, and it's only at 95%. And not only for the great outdoors, but I love getting stuff that's dual purpose. So this is also great as a backup for home use. We've all had rolling power outages. Sometimes it's too cold outside. In Texas, sometimes it gets too hot and they have to shut down the grid. Well, guess what? I can still power my devices, even my laptop, if I've got to continue working. Let me show you how I connect it. You can get bigger ones of these. This one's 400 watts, but super simple. You're gonna hook the red up to red and the black to black. It fires right up. This means not only do you get USB, but you're also getting AC power from it, which means laptops, hair dryers. Hair dryers are very important out in the wild, and even things like blenders. You're gonna have more juice than you know what to do with. So for me, this thing was a no-brainer. I mean, I'm not your typical camper. I'm out here very often, and not only that, I'm a content creator, which means I've got about every electronic gadget you can think of. I've got multiple cameras here and here. I've got GoPros, I've got iPads, things I've got to use to write scripts, and this thing's gonna keep me powered for a very long time. Now these guys are not sponsoring this video. However, I have seen these on their website for about $2.99. I know that sounds like a big investment, but these individually were $100. So at almost 10 times the amount of charge you're gonna get off these, feels like a no-brainer to me. This one has a max output of 1920 watts. I don't know what that means, but I know it powers all my stuff. Whoa, there goes my tent. Steak schmakes. Actually, I better go stake that down real quick. I'll be right back. In the next episode, I'm gonna explain how to properly stake down your tent and the importance of doing so. Even when it was a bright blue sunny sky day, I didn't think we were gonna have this much wind. Stake down your tents, everybody. Now, where were we? Back to the action. Now, this being a lithium ion battery, it is about 1/3 the weight of lead batteries. However, I did notice as I was charging it before I came out, I hooked it up to a battery tender. A battery tender, at least the one I have, was not enough juice to get this going. So the good thing is I just hooked it up to my battery charger and that worked perfectly. Whoa! Did I mention the importance of staking down your tent? All right, everybody. I didn't want this to be an overly exhaustive video, but I did want to mention the LiTime Smart Battery. And again, I fell in love with this thing and I hope you will too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week, if not sooner. I'm definitely not taking this on any hikes anytime soon. Maybe I can have my buddy Brian carry it. If you like this type of content, make sure you check out our YouTube channel where we have hundreds of videos just like this. If you want to see our newest adventures, be sure to click the subscribe button and ring that bell so you never miss another video.